Welcome back to our powerful view of building high-performance teams and leading edge. My name is Tim Schneider, and we're going to start talking about conflict today. Just last week, somebody was so proud of themselves, they said, well, we have no conflict on our team. And I looked them right in the eye and I said, well, then you got some real issues. Because healthy teams have conflict. Now, with that said, healthy teams also deal with conflict in an incredibly trusting, communicative kind of way where it doesn't turn into personality-based conflict. So let's talk about a couple of types of conflict first in a team environment. First one is what I just referenced, that personality conflict, that it's about you. It's not necessarily about something you've done, but it's about you. I don't like you. Now, I got to tell you, we can bridge that one pretty easily if we go back and build some trust and get to know each other. You know, Abraham Lincoln said, are we not defeating our enemies when we make friends of them? And the answer to that was certainly yes, in his rhetorical style. He was talking about reconciling with the South right after the end of the Civil War. And we can absolutely do the same. But what it takes somebody to take the first step. So in a team environment, you need to be the one, we all need to be the ones that take that first step. Look, I got a personality issue with you. I've got something about you. We have some past baggage. We've got to get over that and resolve that and move ahead. Now, the other type of conflict, and it's interesting, most conflict starts here and then evolves into this personality-based conflict. The other type of conflict is called process conflict. That's when we have a disagreement about the way that something's being done or the way that something is being handled. In and of itself, that is an incredibly powerful tool to have. I always encourage leaders to actually stimulate process-based conflict in their working environment to improve innovation, to improve creativity, and to get a lot of people to the table to talk about their processes. But unfortunately, a lot of folks personalize way too much pride and ego. They personalize process-based conflict. So instead of talking about a thing, you're talking about my thing. You know, you might have a problem with this video because that's a thing. But there's part of me that says it's my thing. It's my video. It's my face. I did it. And when we cross that line and turn that into mine and go from the thing into mine, that's where we jump from good, healthy process into that personality-based thing. And once we hit that, sometimes that'll spiral out of control and we might not find a way back from that. So as a discipline in a high-performing team, we need to learn how to say and stay at process-based conflict. One of the best ways to do that? Watch your pronouns. Don't say yours. Don't say, you know what, this is Bob's deal. You know what, it's a deal. It's a thing. Always refer to it in those kinds of terms, and you'll stay away from that trap of moving into very ego-based personality conflict. The other thing is when conflict arises, take a little time. Step back. This has been a long-term 25-year mantra of ours. Don't react. Take a deep breath. Deliberately respond. Let it age. That'll take a lot of that personal edge off of conflict and keep it in the process mode. The other thing, and the final strategy for dealing with conflict and keeping it in a process-based, is always talk solution. Stop bagging on the issue. Once the issue is identified, that's easy, okay? It's an issue. It's wrong. It doesn't work. It's not the most effective. Okay, done, sold, over. Now let's talk solution. Because as you talk solution, you can take a lot of that edge off that tends to tiptoe into personality-based conflict and personal conflict and keep it on process and move from conflict itself into resolution. That is a really powerful tool as well. Now, when we're together again in our next leading edge, we're going to talk about commitment. Lanscone's third level of his 5 behaviors of a cohesive team. But then we're going to add one of ours, one of the Aegis learning concepts to that, and that is subordinating self-interest. That's going to be a real powerful installment for us to look at in our journey in building high-performing teams. Have a great week, and I look forward to interacting with you next Tuesday.